The Seattle Storm had no answers for Brittany Griner or Kalia Copper, and they couldn't buy a shot. Welcome back to another episode of the Seattle Sports Show, where we love Seattle pro sports. I'm your host, Mikey, and today, unfortunately, we are here to talk about a Seattle Storm loss to the Phoenix Mercury, who has Brittany Griner back, and yeah, the Storm just did not have an answer for her. She's too big and strong, and yeah, we could not keep her out of the paint and keep her from scoring, or on the defensive end couldn't keep. We couldn't find a way to make it so that she was not being effective on that end of the floor either. If we would have been hitting our shots on the outside, maybe that would have negated some of the issues that we were having trying to score in the paint. But we were cold. Again, this has been a issue this season. We were 5 for 26 from 3-point range today. That's 19.2%. And then from the field, the rest of the field, 29 for 75, 38.7% shooting today. Not going to get it done. NECA had 15. Ezzy, Skylar, and Jewel all had 14 each. Horston came off the bench and had 12. Vivian's, Holmes, and Wickham had 3. Defense. Our defense itself was still not, bad. NECA and Ezzy had 2 steals. Ezzy had a block. Diggins had a steal in the block. Horston had 5 steals and 2 blocks. Holmes had a steal. So, defensively wasn't horrible, but we just could not stop Griner, who had 28 points, 2 blocks, a steal, 9 rebounds total. Yeah, we couldn't stop her. And because we had to start focusing so much on her, that was leaving Kalia Copper open, who herself was 3 for 7 from 3 today. So she made almost as many 3-pointers as the entire Storm team did today. And then, yeah, she scored 30. So yeah, we just couldn't we couldn't stop them today. They had everything going today, and we just could not find an answer to stopping Griner from getting deep in the paint, and because that's not being effective, then it's just going to make it, when they start trying so hard to keep her from being effective in the paint, it does give other people's like Kalia Copper a chance, who took advantage of it, and then it made it double worse that not only were we trying to stop Griner, and that left somebody else open, but we were also ineffective in stopping her anyway. So yeah, tough game today. They'll learn from it. But the biggest thing is, to me so far, what we've seen in this season, we are 9-5 now, so still doing great record wise. But in the losses, what I can say is that we have not been consistent. From the field. Again, our shooting percentage this season is nowhere near where we think it normally would be, considering the players that we have on this team. And yeah, when we regularly have below 20% from 3, that's a big issue, and that has a lot to do with consistency. So I don't expect that this is going to be something that keeps up, because the players are just too talented, and that's not what they've been over the career. So I assume that they'll They will find their rhythm, they will find their touch, and they will eventually start knocking more of these shots down, and hopefully do it more consistently so we don't have games like we did today. Because again, we've had a handful of them already, and that's where our losses come from. Okay, so yeah, this game overall, I mean, this final score was 87 to 78, but it didn't feel like it was even that close. It felt like they were dominating us all game long, because they were, and we made a run towards the end, but it was just nowhere near being enough. I mean, I know at a couple different points in the fourth quarter we got to within 6, but as soon as we did, they would pull away again. So it just never really felt like we had a chance where it was that close. It was just not our day today. All right, but yeah, there you go. There's a Seattle Storm. Again, take a loss to the Mercury. But again, still 9-5. Not worried. Not worried about the team and where they are right now. Just the biggest worry would be, finding the consistency in the shot. Now we have a couple of tough games ahead of us. 3 days from now, or from this recording, which is on the 16th, we got the Aces. I know they've been on a bit of a losing streak themselves, but there's still all that talent on the team. The Connecticut Sun, oh my gosh, they are just absolutely amazing this year. That's on the 23rd. That's going to be hard. And then the Fever, they're starting to figure it out. Caitlin Clark, obviously we know she's amazing, but the rest of the team is starting to figure it out a little bit. So they're gonna be tougher than they have been most of the year. And we faced them once or twice already. One of the times being really close. The other time we kind of blew them out, but they're really finding it. So I can imagine this matchup against the Fever again being a tough one. Okay, well, that's all I got to say about this game. Like I said, we got a couple tough ones coming up, so hopefully we can take advantage of an Aces team that has been struggling lately and get back in the win column sooner rather than later. So that's going to be the episode. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, the like button, leave some comments, and let me know how you think the Storm will be able to handle a player like Brittany Griner the next time they go up against one. And podcast listeners, hit follow, hit subscribe, leave a 5-star rating and a written review, because it all helps the show grow. And thanks for listening to the Seattle Sports Show, where we love Seattle Pro Sports and where we watch Legends Awaken. So take cover, because with this sea of sound, you will see us rise to reign supreme and win forever.